Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. Welcome back to Lily Loves Tarot. Welcome back to the channel. First, I want to thank everyone for supporting the channel. Welcome the new subscribers and all of the viewers. I do appreciate you. Please continue watching and please hit that subscribe button so that these videos can get out. All right, my lovelies. Today we are going to do love, lust, or loss for all of the signs, whatever comes out. Yes, you guys know what to do, my lovelies. Please check your placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs. If the messages do not resonate with you, you know what to do. Please check back for additional messages. This is love, lust, or loss for October 2024. All signs, Aries, all the way to Pisces, whatever comes out. All right, my lovelies, let's delve in and begin. Spirit, what love messages do you have for all of the zodiac? All the way from Aries to Pisces. What do my lovelies need to know? The collective, spirit, all signs, all of the zodiac. What love messages do you have for all of the zodiac? The collective, from Aries to Pisces. What love messages do you have for October 2024? Spirit, what love messages do you have for all of the zodiac from Aries to Pisces for October 2024? What do you have for the collective? Spirit, what love messages do you have for all of the signs for October 2024? Love messages from Aries to Pisces. What does the collective need to know? Spirit, please show me the current energies and movements for all of the zodiac in love. What do they need to know? Spirit, what love messages do you have? These came out, so I'm going to take them. Spirit, what love messages do you have for the collective for October 2024? From Aries to Pisces. Spirit, what love messages do you have for all the signs for October 2024? From Aries to Pisces. All right, my lovelies, let's take a look at the energies and the messages. You do have some cards that flipped out while I was shuffling, and I'm going to pull them out as they came out. All right? I'm laying them down as they came out. All right, my lovelies. Your energies are jumping off the page. I feel like this energy is very specific and it's going to hit differently. I want to love like that again. I want to love like that again. That's what I'm pulling. I miss you. I want you. And I need you. I want to love like that again. But this is the issue. It was all a dream. Yes. It was all a dream. The energy is astounding here because I feel that for a lot of you, you took a chance. You took a chance on a relationship. And you were very confident. For a lot of you, you did your due diligence. You looked deep before you leaped. And you did take your time at first. But somewhere during the idolization phase, because I do believe that for some of you, this is very specific. You got love bombed. You were on the right path. This person took their time with you. I feel like they held back in the cut. They were very strategic in how they moved. They weren't aggressive in any way, shape, or form. And they allowed things to progress gradually. At first. Because you were on the fence. You were holding back. For some of you, I feel like you could have been involved with a fire sign. I'm pulling a lot here. Fire, air, and earth energy. And there was great attraction between you and this person. But you had learned lessons from the past. And your head told you to treat your emotions like a business. And so you did. You held back, and they held back. You took your time, and they took their time. They appeared to be very measured and strategic, and so did you. But this is the thing. they were only mirroring you. Yes, that's what they were doing. They were showing you a reflection of yourself. You were falling in love with yourself because this person was like Mystique. They were shape-shifting into whatever dream you wanted in a person and in a relationship. They gave you everything that you said you wanted. You see, I feel for a lot of you, this person invited you over to their home. It was a beautiful home. Beautiful. Beautiful furniture. It was bright, airy. For some of you, it could have been a mansion. And you marveled at how well this person lived. This is a metaphor. This person was well-to-do, and they lived a certain lifestyle. And they invited you into their home. And this home was beautiful. We will call it beautiful. And it had beautiful things in it. It was lavish. Everything was in place. It looked like a museum. And they invited you into the home, and you went through room by room. And you had already envisioned where you were going to put your things. Because you see, this was your dream home. This was your dream person. This was your happily ever after. And they told you all you had to do was take a step into the home. And you did, and you sat down on the plush white sofa. And you put your foot up. And you began having a conversation about how great it would be to live in this dream home with this dream person that came riding in on the white horse. It was perfect. Everything they told you was perfect. How they looked was perfect. You felt like you were dreaming. As a matter of fact, you were. Because what they did was, with their seduction, and whoever I'm speaking to, you were dealing with a very, very physically attractive person. Just the sight of them seduced you. Whoever this was very physically fit. They took very good care of their body. For a lot of you, they did not look their age. They were very well preserved. They had a lot of high energy. They got attention everywhere that they go. They have a lot of options. They're well-to-do financially. They're very measured. And they were the picture-perfect prototype of stability. And at some point, there became a little bit of a struggle. Yes, because the struggle was, who was going to break first? who was going to crack first. And you held up as long as you could. You stood in your boundary for as long as you could. But this person was so attractive and so seductive. They dismantled your defenses over time. So in the beginning, where you had doubt, where you were very secluded in your thoughts about this person, they won you over. And they promised you a certain type of life. For some of you, a life that you've always dreamed about and wanted. And for some of you, you kept questioning yourself and you said, this can't be true. I've been waiting on this my whole life. I'm a hard worker. I work hard. I value everything that I have. But this person is promising you the world. They're promising you the ultimate relationship, the Four of Wands. And you told them, well, that would be interesting, but let's just wait to see how everything pans out. So you did. For a lot of you, you use reverse psychology on them. And you appeared distant. And some of you very calculating and cold. So they never knew where you were coming from. Because you became a hard read. See, you learned in the past to not put your feelings on your sleeve. So, in the past, you rejected the cup. So they had to work harder to dismantle your defenses. But over time, by catering to your ego, they used their lucky charms. And they decided that they were going to go in and move things forward with the Chariot. Although, remember, this person is mirroring you. You're holding back in the cut with the Four of Pentacles. But they need to take control. Because they see that you're on the fence about them. And they need to change the atmosphere. So, while you're sitting at the table, and this duel is going on between who's going to crack first, they spot your weakness. And your weakness is that you have a preference for very physical, attractive people. And so they figure out your truth, the Ace of Swords, what you really like, what you really want. They figure out that you're very attracted to them, the Ace of Wands. And how do I know? Because with the Nine of Swords here, their attractiveness is a constant burden for you. You could have been intimidated by how this person looked. But there was great passion here. For some of you, I feel like this flood of attractiveness and passion was something that you had never felt with another person. I feel like just the sight of this person and how they looked moved you. They were that good looking. They rushed in with the Knight of Swords. I mean, they were playing it cool, right? Remember I said they came in on the white horse? They did. So they adjusted their behaviors to yours. You were in emperor mode. When they came in as a knight, they had to adjust and start mirroring you in order for them to disarm your defenses, because you were very guarded with the Four of Pentacles. You were holding back. And they knew you were on the fence about them, the Two of Wands. You were using your spirit of discernment. So you were keeping your options open. And they knew the only way they could change your mind with the Wheel of Fortune was to play the long game. So they seduced you with the Ace of Cups. They told you what you wanted to hear. But they gave it to you in doses. How do I know? Because we have the Strength card here, which means that they took their time. Yes, the Knight of Pentacles. They were very strategic. You see, they're looking at this pentacle and they're trying to figure out how they're going to pursue you and disarm your defenses to get what they want. And how do I know that they were being manipulative? Because the next card out is the Five of Swords. You never saw the manipulation coming. Why? Because they were using the back door. And the back door was the Two of Swords. You see, you thought they were all in with you, but they never were. They were actually blocking, but you didn't see it. If you look at this card, this person's eyes are covered. You didn't see the deception because they were so busy seducing you strategically. With the star here, they had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But you didn't see that. Because you were too busy playing offense and standing your ground. You see, there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself, but you also have to keep a clear vision and use your spirit of discernment at the same time. So for a lot of you, you were so focused on what you thought this person was doing that it never dawned on you the things that they weren't doing. Because the math wasn't mathing. And what do I mean by that? It was taking a long time, the Seven of Pentacles. Why were things taking so long to come to fruition? I mean, for some of you, you didn't question it in the beginning. But after a while, you probably started saying to yourself, why isn't this relationship moving forward? Now, I wanted to take it slow, but I didn't want to take it this slow, right? See, this is where they came in and manipulated you because they gave you what you wanted. Remember, they're mirroring you, right? You said you like to take things slow, so they did. But they took it slow enough where you didn't see the deception coming, because you were focusing all of your energies in one area. You weren't paying attention to the red flags, what was in front of you. The sun revelation. You didn't really see what was in front of you because you were so worried and enraptured about the negativity of the connection. You see, I feel for a lot of you, your old wounds with the Nine of Wands blindsided you to who this person really was. And you became so guarded that you became rigid. And you weren't paying attention to the red flags because you were expounding all of your energy in one area. And what you didn't see coming is that this person was invested elsewhere. The Six of Pentacles. You thought you were the only one. Why? Because they were taking their time with you. But that's what you thought, and it was a lie. You see in this card, there are three people. The situation became unbalanced because the power dynamics changed. You became infatuated about being on the offensive that you didn't see the red flags because you said to yourself, well, they're taking their time with me. And because they're taking their time with me, they're being honest. Were they really? They decided to take action with the Queen of Wands. But you never questioned it. You never questioned the timing. Because none of it ever made any sense. You didn't see the third party energies. You didn't see this breakup coming. Because they played the long game. And they had you on tilt. And because they were willing to play the long game, you lowered your defenses eventually. And you believed that they were all in and invested into you. Underneath the deck, the King of Swords. This person was in your head. Again, they waited with the Hermit. And for some of you with the Four of Swords, because they were willing to play the long game, it disarmed you and it made you sick. And what do I mean by that is that they beat you at your own game. Because at the end of the day, this fire sign was doing nothing but mirroring you. So you were falling in love with yourself, the devil. Third party energies, the Three of Cups. They created an illusion and you fell for it. This person was never available. They pretended to be. And they sold you a dream the minute you walked into the house because it was too good to be true. and they left you out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles once you started figuring them out. They committed a violation with justice here. So things were never fair and balanced. Why? Because they were breadcrumbing you with the Six of Cups. But you didn't notice that because you were so busy hanging out in the cut, admiring them for taking their time. I want to make this very clear because this message is very, very much on point. Just because someone is moving at a slower pace does not mean that they do not have ulterior motives. You have to pay attention to everything. You have to pay attention to all of their behaviors. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're experiencing a breakup from a player who played the long game with you, who never had any intentions on committing, the Hangman. They tricked and treated you with the Magician. They told you they were going to give you the sun, moon, and the stars, that they were going to